A warm welcome to all of you. I am Annapurni from Leridum College. Today I am going to teach you about sample problems of class 10 chapter 3, that is metals and non-metals. Let us look into first question. Fill in the blanks. Copper sulfide acts as dash agent in Bessemerization process. Copper sulfide acts as oxidizing agent in Bessemerization process. Generally, oxidizing agent is the one which itself reduced. Okay, here copper sulfide reduces to copper. So, copper sulfide acts as oxidizing agent. Remember that oxidizing agent means which makes the other compound to oxidize, but itself the compound get reduced. Here copper sulfide get reduced, so it acts as oxidizing agent. Second is calcium silicate is known as dash in the extraction of iron. It is known as slag in the extraction of iron. Generally, slag is used for road making. Third is sulfur dioxide is the product of dash of sulfide ore. Sulfur dioxide is the product of roasting of sulfide ore. Roasting means we have to supply oxygen. When sulfide ore is react with oxygen, means it liberates sulfur dioxide. Okay. Fourth is zinc oxide can be reduced by dash carbon, because carbon is more reactive than zinc, so it can easily replaces the zinc. Dash forms greenish layer due to basic copper carbonate. Copper with moist CO2 forms a greenish layer due to basic copper carbonate. When copper reacts with CO2, it forms copper carbonate. This only gives greenish color. Next question, why zinc can replace hydrogen from dilute HCl? It's very simple that zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. Generally, high reactive element replaces the least reactive element, leads to the liberation of hydrogen. Consider when zinc is reacted with HCl, it forms zinc chloride with liberation of hydrogen. Next question. Show on a diagram the transfer of electrons between the atoms in the formation of magnesium oxide. Write the symbols of cations and anions present in MgO. First, magnesium having outermost orbital 2 electrons, and oxygen containing 6 in its outermost electron. Okay, outermost orbital. When magnesium loses 2 electrons and it get transferred to oxygen, means oxygen get 8 electrons. So this leads to stable octet configuration. When magnesium loses 2 electrons, it forms Mg2 plus because it loses 2 electrons. So Mg2 plus, and also remaining inner orbital in magnesium is completely filled. So leads to magnesium is completely stable in Mg2 plus, and also oxygen gain 2 electrons from magnesium. So O2 minus. This leads to a stable configuration because it attained the octet 8 electrons. So when Mg2 plus and O2 minus leads to MgO. Here cation is Mg2 plus and anion is O2 minus. Cation is magnesium and anion is oxygen. Magnesium gains 2 electrons to form Mg2 plus and oxygen loses 2 electrons to form O2 minus. Next question. Why do non-metals does not conduct electricity? Also name one non-metal that conduct electricity. Generally, non-metal does not conduct electricity because they did not have a free electron. Generally, free electrons can able to move freely, leads to conduct electricity. But one non-metal that conduct electricity, it is an exceptional case. That is graphite, an allotrope of carbon. It has one free electron which helps to move freely and leads to conduct electricity. Write the balanced equations for the following. First, dilute sulfuric acid react with aluminium powder. When dilute sulfuric acid react with aluminium, it forms aluminium sulfate with water. Second is dilute hydrochloric acid react with sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Generally, HCl is acid, Na2CO3 is a base. When acid base react, it generally gives a neutralization, that is salt compound. It gives NaCl with water with CO2. Third is carbon dioxide is passed through lime water. Lime water formula is calcium hydroxide. When carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, means it forms calcium carbonate with water. And last question, give the steps involved in the extraction of metals of low and medium reactivity from their respective sulfide ore. First of all, you have to know the reactivity series, that which metal is highly reactive and which metal is medium reactive and which metal is low reactive. We have to know the reactivity series. It is given that we have to start from sulfide ore. Okay, first extraction of metals of low reactivity. First is roasting by converting the sulfide ores to oxide ore. Consider mercury, which is a low reactive metal. When mercury sulfide is react with oxygen, it forms mercury oxide with SO2. And second process is reduction. Reduction of metal oxide to metal by simply heating. When mercury oxide undergo heating, it forms mercury with the liberation of oxygen. And the second is steps for the extraction of metals of medium reactivity. The same thing, first is roasting by converting a sulfide ore to oxide ore. Here medium reactive metal example is zinc. Okay, that is when zinc sulfide react with oxygen, it forms zinc oxide with SO2. Second is reduction. This only makes a difference. In this we need not undergo heating. It's simply reduced by carbon, because carbon is a good reducing agent of medium reactive metal. So when zinc oxide react with carbon gets replaced. Okay, it forms zinc with carbon monoxide. So zinc oxide get reduced to zinc by carbon. That's all about this chapter. Thank you.